How does that sound, guys? How does the music sound? Put a little fan in here. I don't know if it's interfering with my microphone or not. PNG, my boy, what's up with the man? Semi. Up there real quick. How was your guys' day, man? Obviously, I'm here a little early. It takes me to have 3 days off for me to be fucking to kind of do a live earlier than I usually do. Let me know how it sounds, though. You can see the air in my shirt. Hit on one if you guys can hear me clearly and the music clearly. Please let me know. Let me know. And we're gonna get into a few topics. At least delve into it. I'm gonna, like I said, I've been saying it forever, but I'm gonna start getting into this more and more and come back. I don't know what it is with my inability to drop a damn video. Music zero and I believe you. I definitely believe you because it's been fucking up a lot. My speaker, I don't have my usual speaker at all. I'm not gonna be able to get it for a few days. Speaker at all. We'll start getting into this more and more. I don't know what it is with my inability to. Okay, it's. Well, when I talk, it's gonna sound muffled. More muffled than it already sounds, right? That's as loud as it goes too. That's the messed part. All right. Oakland, listening while at work. Appreciate you stopping by, or I will be when it starts. I know, man. I'm always like, I'm trying to break that record of coming back, of being late less and less each time. We'll get better at it. Be my thing. What's up with it, man? How you doing, man? Yeah, but man, fuck. I'm getting ready to do this. I was actually just gonna record a few videos on it, but since I haven't seen it, I think I'm gonna have to be just very disciplined, like I used to be, and kind of like just do the reaction and then clip it, screen record it, and then drop it as a video. I mean, no promises, no promises. Still, it's already dark over here, dude. Like, fuck. Ray man, what up, crew? What's up with my boy? PGB News open and everything. That's right. Oakland says 1U, music 0. That's right. Yeah, sounds I'm up for it. PNG Green Man. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. And that biz, that's the update on the two of also. I don't know. We're gonna react. We're gonna react to this shit. I got it ready to go. Matter of fact, I've been forgetting to do church shit. I'm gonna probably stop by to his church shit too. Not his mierda, like not his fecal matter, but his content. Not his literal mierda. This pendejo right there. We're gonna go to the hater world, and we're gonna go to Slug Sound did something on it earlier. I mean, obviously, I reacted to it yesterday. The gunner, pendejo. I gotta start. Like I said, man, I gotta start paying attention again, and little by little, I will. But right now, let's just read some comments. You guys know how I do it, man. I ease into it, and then when I get tired of listening to my voice, then I get started. Great man, PNG, that's right. PNG, we Martin. Hey man, it's been a minute, Martinazo, Rosendo, 1. That's right. Appreciate you. Young man, biz handshake, solid handshake, going your way. You know what I mean? Charles Holmes. Are they still talking like that? You know what I mean? So fucking antiquated. It's embarrassing. It really is. Talking about progressing and shit, and you're stuck in a bubble. You're stuck in a fucking pinche buble. Miss Yaya. What's up, Miss Yaya? The Lude PA chat stopping by, drop it. Like, I can't see the emoji, but I'm thinking she's saying drop it like it's hot. I think so. That's what I hate about StreamYard. Well, I would have to go to my own live StreamYard. I'll have to go to my own live watch just to see what comment, what that shit says. Not shit, but you know what I mean. Okay, it wasn't even like it's fucking okay. Salute. I have to do that, and I pay all this fucking money for StreamYard and shit, and I have to do that just to go see my own shit, my own fecal matter. Let me get out of there. Get out of my own channel. I don't know who do you guys think we should react as far as this whole. Because I'm gonna go with the dub shit first because I actually watched it for the first time in a long time, meaning like before I actually did a reaction on it. So we're gonna do that shit. See what happens. Even though they may not be beefing it or nothing like that, which is cool. I don't care. I don't need somebody to beef it. But there's still hypocrisy, still contradictions on behalf of Dubs. And when his boy is Dubs trying to we're gonna get to it. Is he trying to distance himself from Gunner? Ooh, controversy. There you go, Dubs. I just gave you your content for later. And me and Gunner really splitting apart. Them motherfuckers are joined at the hip, bro. They're fucking Siamese twins. I mean, they're never gonna leave each other. The only way they're gonna leave each other is they fucking. Never mind. I'm not gonna get raunchy. Se pasan de verga, güey. Open everything. It doesn't need to be louder. I know. I like loud music. I don't care. I mean, loud enough. Hey, you guys know that I have a whole system in my car, and I don't listen to music in my car. I swear to you, the only time I listen to music is when I do lives. I don't even listen to music in my car no more. Like for real, it's been like shit. Even my ex-wife, she could attest to that. It's been fucking over 4 years, 5 years since I've listened to music in the car. Every time she try to listen to music in the car, she likes bumping that shit. To me, it's like, why'd you turn it down? I didn't turn it down. She turns it up. Been with two, saludos de gay. What's up with my boy? Terps. Oh shit, Terps. What's up with the man? Matter of fact, I forgot to do a reaction on your video yesterday, bro. I really did. We're gonna remedy that though. We're gonna remedy that. All those discrepancies, everything that I've been overlooking. We're gonna remedy all that. What are the things should remedy? Okay, everything, yeah, that's right. Sub Terps, in the two. Hey, you guys ain't gonna see an early live like this in a long time, so I hope you enjoy it. What Gunner and Dubs would have said, yes, you better enjoy it. Like there's something. Like I'm something. The fuck, we're all equal. I ain't talking about them, because I ain't equal to them. I'm talking about you guys. High Power Fitness said he didn't tell Gunner to wag an avocado. Whack or whack? And you said that yesterday. I didn't know what you were talking about. Beating the two. I have my son on my days off, so I can't even when I want to do a live earlier. Nope, can't do it. This is an anomaly right now. This is as a rarity right now. I can't. It's a whole thing going on right now with my job. I'm good, but it's still up in the air. That's why I have a third day off. There was a discrepancy in the schedule, and I was just not gonna fucking bow down to my job. I don't give a fuck. Been grinding my ass off and shit. One of the best workers, if not the best worker in that fucking shop. Nope. I'll fucking leave. I don't give a fuck. Blood summer's coming too. That summer was brutal. Louisiana summers, humid summers are no joke, guys. You have to be on the outside working. Man, I swear I drink at least 15 to 20 bottles of water a day. I'm not even exaggerating. That's real shit. Sooners, I still can't even see what he's putting up. I sent my Sooners. I hate that you can't see it. This is perfect time for a live, at least for me. That's right. Yeah, I know there's some people it's perfect for them as well, man. Like they're either working, listening, and all that. Appreciate you guys tapping in. If you can't drop a comment, man, drop a comment after the fact. Hit the like, hit all that good stuff. I've never been the type to be like, hey, hype the video and all that. There was no hype back then, but like you guys already know. Like, but yeah, man, if you guys can, man, hit the like, share it, do all that stuff. Leave it up to you guys. So go watch Renee Enrique's video this AM. Couldn't help but think sounds a lot like Dubs. I think Dubs studied dude even does this thing kind of laugh at its own jokes. No, yeah, for sure. Like the one thing with that dude boxer, bro, like he everybody knows who he is, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows his history and everything, but he stands a notch above. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, it depends on the person's perception, right? Even with the whole being a expert witness for the FBI and all that shit, it's like I think that dude's transcended your regular snitch. I think that dude's like he's already like part of the law enforcement community. You know, like that dude's literally like already like like so calling him a snitch would be redundant. You know, like calling him in a real informant and all that shit's redundant. I think he already transcended that shit to the point where he actually has they utilize him, and he still has the job in the government. You know what I'm saying? Like he transcended all the way, bro. Like he's prolific, he's infamous, he's famous, he's this, he's that. What have you? It's my point. You know, whatever definition you want to put on him, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's a trip, you know. When I say it's crazy, it's a trip. It just, like I said, no matter how you want to interpret those words, it's up to your own definition, your own perception. Let's see, that's how I feel about that. I watch his content every day. Mr. Texas L's, where's your palabra at? Put on your palabra. You aren't crying to me when there's. All right, for real, right? That's an infamous one right there. Gunner never fails, Chip, fucking shameless, unscrupulous mother effer, motherfucker. Other than not P. Diddy, I'm only playing this song because of fucking a Biggie, real shit. This pendejo doing the fucking monologue, the intro in the song. Yeah, but he definitely wants to be boxer while not acknowledging the fact that he's fucking went to the other side and debriefed. Like he could never be. Nobody could ever be on a Mexican Mafia member status, even if they drop out, because they're Mexican Mafia members until they die. They're in bad standings. They're no good to the organization, but they're still technically a member, whether they want to be or not, based on their own admission, their own doctrine, based on what they say. I like the one that he did on Perico for No Rock. The most recent one. I think he just wrapped up the debriefing process on him. And honestly, bro, like to me, Perico was one of them dudes that I met a lot of money makers on the streets through some of my homeboys. I told the stories on Mouser and all that. You guys ain't gonna remember that name unless you've been with me forever. You know, like. And I'm gonna get into the Senor from Orange County and all that. He's still active, and I'm not gonna get into that. But I remember all that shit before that dude was made and everything. I remember before any of the dudes were made. The newer dudes. Let's see, Scraps. What's up with the man? Tapped in. I said, my brother. Hit that like, enter. That's right. I appreciate you. Hey, there's a lot of activity in your hometown, Santana. 3 murders so far in less than a month. I know, bro. I talked to my homeboy still. Hey, bro. It's unfortunate. It really is. Yeah, SoCal. To me, it's like Dubs wants to act like he was boxer type status. Oh man, for real. The good thing about that dude boxer being on here, especially when it comes to like reference of the lifestyle, is that he could actually dispel certain, misconceptions, rumors, gossips, like cliches that are not true. Especially based on his generation, and as far as like, obviously after he went to the side, he still has to put in with law enforcement and all that. So like I said, man, he still gets information and everything. You know. Shit, when he checked in, man, I was still. That was like my last. I was already on my way out of juvenile hall into the county jail, and so I basically started my career, prison career, after he was already like, under the side. You know, so he still has information and everything because he has shit. He has the same information that anybody would have. Wiretaps, all kinds of shit. I mean, they're all public knowledge. You just have to do the footwork. But I can't help but know or at least assume that he has special avenues when it comes to law enforcement and certain type of material that he wants to get access to, whether it be for himself, his channel. Of course, law enforcement is going to help him out. I mean, I would think, right? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Or a good thing. I'm just saying, it's, as a matter of fact, they're gonna help him out. I would assume, so that he could keep preaching that. The only reason I started my channel is for the youngsters and everything, try to dissuade the youngsters and everything. For those of you that remember, and this is what I'm gonna speak about when I do the Dubs reaction and everything, because the hypocrisy is fucking retarded. But yeah, they're gonna definitely make it easier on him to get certain stuff because of his status, because of his not only ex-Mexican mafia status, but as well as his status as a government expert. Now, I mean, you could call him an informant, CI, whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is that the dude is probably a notch above that, into like almost like he's transcended that, bro. Like they use him as an expert, bro. Like that's different from being your regular fucking informant and snitch. Like they use that dude as an expert, dude. Like I mean, like it is what it is. I mean, motherfuckers are gonna misconstrue that shit like I'm praising him or not. Just whether I am or not, it's irrelevant, bro. I'm not necessarily saying I am. I'm just saying, like, the ability for this dude to have freaking it's a trip from one of the most violent environments ever to one of the most intellectual endeavors ever. And the dude, I mean, you can't take that shit from him. He is what he is. I mean, but let's see. All right. He's a different breed, that's for sure. All right, let's get started with this pendejo. So basically, this dude is gonna respond on Blue Devil, and it's all stemming from, for those of you guys that weren't on here, if you don't know, it was definitely stemmed from the whole high power fitness thing, and how Gunner's ass keeps snitching on people, keep bros. Oh, man. I'm good. I'm like, damn, lives ain't tripping. So it all derived from the high power fitness issue with Blue Devil, and then Gunner, of course, nobody could trust him. And we're gonna go with Dub's opinion, and then we're gonna break it down. Everybody else's, all the parties involved. So let's go to this pendejo right here. Take this down, and let's see. This is the one right here. Guys, bear with me. I know you guys don't like looking at this fucking big old bobblehead. So instead of doing this one or this one, I'm gonna do this one, because that big old fucking bobblehead, potato head. Look at that crease, son of a gun. damn, I could grab my PlayStation out of anger and throw it at his forehead, and he'll just suck it up. Kind of like the Predator, right? That forehead will open up like the Predator. Suck in the PlayStation, boom, and just do the laugh. I'm just saying, though. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Like I said, bro, if I were to try to punch that dude, that fool, instead of him blocking my punch, I would try to, and he'll just be like, boom, and suck my whole fist in that bitch, and then I will be, I will, he'll eat my arm up, and then I'll be fucked, and on my whole body, and I'll be trying to struggle and shit. I'm just saying.
Everybody, welcome back to the channel. New video. I just got done watching a video by Blue Devil, and I saw where he mentioned Gunner and I, right? And I wanted to just respond real quick and give.
How's the audio, guys? How's the audio? I want to pause right now before I get stuck in a situation where I have to repeat everything and fix my mic and all that shit. How was the audio so far?
Some thoughts, right? So the video that Blue Devil did that I just checked out was his response, if you want to call it that, to the video Gunner did regarding high power fitness. In the response,
it probably wasn't a response. It was probably just a mention. So you already know what it is.
Blue Devil was saying something about that Gunner and Dubs told someone that Blue Devil paid Whack $10,000. It's a trip to me how Gunner and I always.
What's the trip, Holmes? What's the trip, Holmes? What's the trip, dog? What's the trip, dog? Remember he told me that? What's the trip, Holmes? What's the trip?
We're the evil alliance to some people, right? And that's not to disrespect Blue Devil, because he was the evil alliance to some people, right? To me, how Gunner and I always seem to be the bad guys. We're the evil alliance to some people, right?
That's because you are. That's because you are. And you know this shit, bro. Gunner is the biggest freaking piece of shit on YouTube, and you're associated with that tooth and nail, bro. You're in too deep to the point that nobody wants to mess with you anymore. You are, I mean, it's like him repeating this and pretending like he doesn't know why people say that they're the evil alliance or something like that. Nobody's ever called them the evil alliance, by the way. This is his words. But him trying to insult our intelligence over and over for the last X amount of years, time, what have you, dude, like it's the delusional. You guys know that.
And that's not to disrespect Blue Devil, because he wasn't really trying to be disrespectful. I don't think he was just stating an opinion, right?
So why do this reaction when he wasn't trying to be disrespectful?
But it's an opinion based on bullshit. I don't think I've ever spoken to High Power Fitness at all. Maybe I did a year ago, or not even that. How would it have been? Maybe I did. We were cordial until he decided that he wanted to be friendly behind the scenes and badmouth me on video. That's when I actually had blocked him for a while, and then I said, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that, man." He is.
So this will just finish saying that I don't think I've ever spoke to High Power Fitness. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. And then he goes on to say that he blocked them. Why would you need to block somebody that you never spoken to after they were saying this on the surface and another thing in the background? And this is a dude that talks about he spoke to me. This is the reason I'm mentioning this, because I've never his conversations that we've had, the vast majority of them were messages, and we had a few verbal conversations, but he's alluded to certain things as a conversations on text. The contradiction is crazy.
That's who he is, and I unblocked him, but I've never spoken to him about Blue Devil that I remember, and I damn sure never told anybody Blue Devil paid 10,000. It was actually Whack that said it in a video, and I'm assuming High Power Fitness probably saw that, but that damn sure didn't come from me or Gunner. Now,
anybody out there that remembers this specifically, right? Me, I'm not gonna sit there and go in on something that I'm not 100% sure of. I vaguely remember the 10,000 freaking dollars that Whack 100 was supposedly paid by Blue Devil. You guys remember that me and Blue Devil were going at it for a bit, and it was all over some stupid ass shit. And ever since we squashed that shit, as men, cordially, turned out to be a complete misunderstanding. And it's been cordial ever since, right? And a lot of it was based too, not pertaining to me necessarily, but a lot of it was based on these two dudes, Gunner and Dubs, trying to get views. These dudes are trying to rewrite history, right? Like I said, I'm gonna get a shirt. You can't rewrite history. They try to rewrite history. They went after American Cholo with fake paperwork. And when I say they, it don't matter if Gunner did it or you did it, bro. You're tied at the hip, bro. You're Siamese twins. You talk to each other every day. You strategize. You freaking plot every day. And then, okay, bro, do this, and I'm going to act humble. They're trying to play good cop, bad cop right now. This is basically what these dudes are trying to do right now. But him. We already know that Gunner did the video yesterday, going in on High Power Fitness and exposing all their personal information. And like I said, once again, I'm not trying to make this about me. If you would have had anything on me, I got the messages with your hiding out, this and that. You want to go see? You want me to go see? No, L, come on, stop tripping. If he really has some time, if that tells you anything, him exposing High Power Fitness, this is what it tells you. That if he really has any time, if you ever hear him say he has text messages on anybody, Gunner is the biggest, pettiest piece of shit on YouTube. And he turned this dude out. He turned him inside out. Inside out. And the moment that he had a chance to put High Power Fitness on blast, he showed the text messages and everything, right? Hey, the text message speaks for themselves, right? But the motive doesn't change. The motive does not change. Now, one of them was talking shit on High Power, and this was trying to be humble. Good cop, bad cop. In a way, trying to distance himself. We'll see what happens with it. And this is the rest of it. Watch. His whole humble little attempt of unifying shit. It's too late, homie. For you, at least.
I've been, because I know he doesn't watch my stuff. I started watching his. Right, I started watching some of his stuff. I'd go and look and see what topics he's doing. That's what we're supposed to do, right?
He's trying to bridge a gap that is no longer bridgeable, homie.
It's competition. We're all in competition. It doesn't have to be ugly competition. It can be friendly from afar competition, right? And
it's competition, right? This gives you the whole mindset of how these dudes are all about the money and views. It's competition. And granted, I get it, man. The majority of people on YouTube are trying to make money. But the way that you make the money is what really counts. You know, your integrity, your morals, and what have you. But these dudes right here, he's really trying to kiss that dude's ass, trying to bridge that gap, olive branch, if you will. Bro, after everything you guys have done, you really think that dude, at best, that dude's not, he's already shown that he's not going to talk shit anymore. And he's distanced himself from all this shit. And that's been going on a year now. going on a year since the infamous live with me and you, pendejo, and fucking Gunner. And bro, are you serious? Now you're sitting here trying to act like you want to be the same dude and bring Raza together?
And I look to see what topics he's doing, and is there something that I could, give my perspective to, and not just him. Compton Rick Rock is another one. But I've been giving the dude his flowers. I said,
you don't need your flowers.
I noticed that I think this year he's getting away when I'm referring to Blue Devil, he's getting away from the negativity, the negative energy, right? And I think he's focused on doing what he has to do. He knows he's been around YouTube for a long, long time. YouTube recently changed.
YouTube recently changed. What he's about to go on and say is fucking audacious, bro. It's two-faced. It's fucking the audacity, bro. And like I said, for now, I don't want to say for once, but for on a different occasion, I actually watched this whole video. I had time today, so I know what he's gonna say. That's what these dudes do. They study the videos and everything, so they have an idea what they're gonna say. I just react on top, and I always react accordingly. The only difference now is I know what he's gonna say, and this was trying to set up the stage. Like YouTube just recently went negative, bro. Are you serious? You fuck with the dude that fucked up the whole prison genre. Gunner single-handedly responsible for fucking up the YouTube genre. He messed up the YouTube genre, bro. That's a fact. The biggest toxic dude ever since he was going at it with Savage Studios when I first started and everything. He messed up the YouTube genre, bro, hating on everybody, including me. Come on, homie. This guy is crazy, dude.
Everyone's views, including Mr. Beast,
he's trying to throw in other
Penguin Zero, I can't remember the other, Charlie, whatever. But the biggest to the smallest creators. There's very few people that are seeing big numbers still, like regular numbers. So I think he realized that.
Low key, he's trying to. What he means by that is, one, he's trying to deny that they're the ones that were the duo. Gunner first. I would say this. Gunner was the biggest poison on YouTube, and then you joined him. You sold yourself to that devil, and you were doing good for a long time. Now that your views are down, rightfully so, because of all your lies and everything, now you want to try to convolute the whole reason, the whole situation by using different references like Mr. Beast and bigger channels. YouTube is not what it used to be, and their views are down. He's basically trying to make an excuse that this is why my views are down. My views ain't down because everybody's believing the people like me and other content creators that are speaking the truth about you and exposing all your lies. No, that's exactly the reason why your views are down, because we keep going in on the truth on you. We ain't trying to hate on you, bro. Who likes a hypocrite? Who likes a liar? Who likes a dude that gets drunk on YouTube and attacks everybody, and then when he's sober and does a video, he wants to be humble. He wants to act like he never did anything wrong. Like you never said that Jerry, you were going to go in there and destroy him and his family and all that old stuff that we've been talking about. I'm gonna hold the rest.
And he said, nah, I'm not getting into the negative stuff. I'm going to grind. And I gave him his props a few times recently. Not trying to be his friend or nothing, but one thing about me is I always give respect where it's due. I don't put jackets on, unlike a lot of these dudes on the internet. I don't put jackets on people. I don't. I call it how I see it. But he's been grinding lately, and his response to Gunner's video and the respect that he showed High Power Fitness, I wish more raza was doing that, honestly.
Here we go. The raza ploy. The raza ploy that these two pendejos have been trying to use for X amount of time. Very long time. From the very first live that I went on, like I said, I'm not trying to make it about me, but it's a reference nonetheless. Just like I use references, anything that pertains to the subject. The first live ever when I went at it with just Gunner, not this dude, almost 4 years ago. Hey, we're here for the benefit of the raza coming together. And it went down here right after that. Why? Because Gunner was not there for those reasons. And you weren't there for those reasons. You were there because he told you that he was going to talk me, he was going to talk me out of my position. And it just wasn't going to happen, bro. Fast forward to the second live, same thing. Peace. In reality, bro, you've been trying to neutralize me and try to make a friend out of me so that I'm not a critical voice. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like, only reason I'm critical is because I speak the truth on your guys' endeavors and your past hypocrisy. Everything that you've done, all your little methods that you use behind the scenes, everything, bro. I'm the history of YouTube. One of the histories of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But this dude always trying to connect the raza thing and trying to make it more grander than, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all for raza, but that's his little way out, little segue into, oh, hey, look, hey, why can't we all just get along? Why? Because of your dirty ass endeavors. That's why.
Raza will kill each other's channels and go and support other racist channels, right?
First of all, give an example of how raza went and support other racist channels. And please let us know who was the first one that was trying to hate on raza, your boy, and you in conjunction with him.
Their favorite black content creator, their favorite white content creator, their favorite Asian content creator, and hate every single content creator that looks just like them. I've been saying it for a while. It affects the money that advertisers are willing to spend on their content. It affects views. It affects sponsorship deals. It affects a whole lot when you have a bunch of raza hating on raza.
And like I said, man, I'm always gonna give credence to whatever I feel is the truth, regardless of the individual that's espousing it or mentioning it or saying it. It so happens that this dude has no type of worthiness in saying this and actually trying to get any type of like affection about it, credence or anything. You know what I'm saying? Or any, like you said, flowers. Yes, that's absolutely true. Once again, your boy messed up the prison genre. He single-handedly messed up our side of the prison genre. 100%. American Cholo, all them dudes know, bro. Blue Devil knows. They all know. They all know. You stayed out of the fray for a long time. And look at you now, bro. Look at you now. You're unapologetic about the fact that you're dealing with a liar, a hypocrite, a pathological liar at that. And look at you, bro. You're but maybe you've always been a pathological liar as well, because you can't even acknowledge or admit the fact that you debriefed. You're still, why? Because you don't want to lose your subscribers. You're money thirsty, bro, and we all see it. And you wonder why. Now you're making a plea, and why can't raza get along? Come on, homie, make that shit make sense, bro. You're trying to fucking, a lot of us on here are intelligent. I've always said it. Anybody on my channel is supremely intelligent. Not saying that we're supreme above each other. We're on the same level. We're on the same level of intelligence. We could actually coincide everything that's coming our way with our brain, you know what I'm saying, digest it and articulate it and be able to understand it. But you lie after lie after lie after lie. Why? Because you know that people that don't know, you keep getting new subscribers every day. I've said it again. Those are the people that you're losing the old people, but you're getting new people. And the stubborn people that are still with you in your comment sections are the people that just don't give a fuck. And they know the truth about you, and they don't care. They could give 3 million F's about it.
You know, I've said it several times. Raza, it doesn't matter if you're coming from Northern California or Southern California, right? there are organizations that Hollywood and a lot of sponsors fear. A lot of the raza, whether it's Northern or Southern California, that are on YouTube have a criminal background. And so when you have people that have a criminal background, may have committed acts of violence in their past, the fact that you've grown from that and you're no longer that person, when you start beefing online, you become that monster in their eyes.
But when you drink, bro, you start set tripping. When you drink, you start set tripping every single time. I'm not from the east side. I'm from the west. I'm the fruta. I'm Kansas. Orale, home, see, monkey, see, cabrón. You know, like, come on, homie, you can't even speak Spanish. Ni puedes ni hablar español. Come on, homie. Like, it's ridiculous the fact that you still insist on doing this. And one thing I will say is this. I don't need your acknowledgement. I don't. I said it again, and I'll say it again. I say it once and I'll say it again. They will never mention my channel by name. Never, never, never. Why? Because, you know, if somebody comes to my channel, especially now, I'm gonna mess around and make some sense. But what happened, bro? I'm raza, right? Or unless you're racist. Unless you're racist. Unless all of us are racist. What happened, bro? I don't need your accolades on me. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing out your hypocrisy. Straight up. You want to mention all these other channels and all that to unite the raza. You claim that you never hated on my channel and Gunner never hated on my channel, but you can never mention my channel. And you know exactly why. You know exactly why you can't mention my channel. And I don't need you to. I don't want you to.
It's bad for business.
Facts.
I said it, and I will continue to say it. The raza needs to pick a platform, man, and push that platform. And it don't have to be mine at all.
The raza needs to pick a platform and push the platform. And I don't want it to be mine. Man, bro, you will fucking, bro, imagine, like, he's trying to be the next Mr. Beast for the raza. This dude really, imagine if somebody came to him, if God came down and told him, or the devil, whoever, and went to him like, hey, like, check this out. You want to be the next big beast of the raza? You think he's going to say no? Fuck out of here, homie.
Not even saying that. But pick a platform. Push for that platform. Get somebody that's raza to break through the ceiling, man. And then everybody would be able to follow.
No, not with Gunner.
But
not with Gunner. Because everybody that tried to pass Gunner and everything, I was catching up to motherfuckers. And what did he do? He completely hated on my channel. Come on, homie, you know this shit, bro.
We come from a tribal background. When our ancestors were conquered, the only way that minority group that was at the top could maintain and stay at the top was to make sure everybody on the bottom hated each other and went to war with each other. Minority group that was at the top could maintain and stay at the top was to make sure everybody on the bottom hated each other and went to war with each other.
Hold on, guys. Let me know if still stuck.
Was to make sure everybody on the bottom hated each other and went to war with each other. Hold on, guys.
All right. Thank you for letting me know. All right, here we go. Let's get him back on here. Once again, man, I'm in the middle of nowhere, so which I fucking hate. I gotta get back to Cali.
A minority group that was at the top could maintain and stay at the top, was to make sure everybody on the bottom hated each other and went to war with each other. It's been bred into us. It still exists. So I got to tip my hat to this cat, right? He should be the example that a lot of don't let him be the example. Everybody has it. All of a sudden they got problems with me and Gunner. That's fine. Let Blue Devil be the example of that's how you handle it with class. Did I think I would ever say that about that guy? No.
Yeah, you never thought you were gonna say that about him until you're in this situation where you're being exposed left, right. Okay, you're being exposed north, south, east, west. And now, bro, like, you're just hoping that dude doesn't go in on you. And he's not, by your own admission. Why? Because he's actually been gone from all this drama for a while. And that's a good thing. It's a great thing. And you're just trying to make yourself seem a little humble, righteous, full of integrity, morals, a righteous man. Bro, you can't say one thing when you're sober and one thing when you're drunk. If that's the case, then I'll be just like you. I'll be just like you. I drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, this fool, he's fuck, dude. He's crazy, dude. We're gonna react to the rest of the videos too.
Does he deserve it right now? Yes. And I hope he continues down this path.
Trying to make himself look more
continues to be above the fray, not getting caught up in verbals back and forth.
Like you've been doing this whole time. Verbals back and forth this whole time. And he just did a thing on Wes Watson the other day. He just went off.
Maybe everybody will get behind that platform then, right? I don't know. But that's my 2 cents, man. You know,
yeah, we don't need your 2 pennies, bro.
Whatever happened with that high power fitness dude, you know, I was gonna do a video.
This fool's really trying to pretend like he didn't know what happened with the high power fitness dude. He's really trying to hide the truth and putting it in his crease. He's really trying to hoop. He's trying to hoop the truth in his crease about the high power fitness like he doesn't know about it. Forget his asshole. He's trying to hoop it in his forehead. That fool's trying to hide the truth. Hey, do not. Hey, bro, potty watch his forehead. Hey, look, we're gonna put him on potty watch. Forehead potty watch, homie. Hashtag forehead potty watch. I'm gonna get a shirt like that too. Forehead potty watch, homie. Stop trying to hide the truth. Cut it out, homie. Cut this shit out. Cut it out.
On it yesterday, and I said, for
You're
what?
a liar, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, for what? Like I said, once he was sending me messages but talking bad about me on camera, I made up my mind then, like, this isn't somebody I need to be engaged with. You know what I mean? Involving myself in his shenanigans. I've never disrespected him, and I won't. For what? You know? Everybody is trying to make a living. Everybody is trying to get their message out, whatever their message is. And I've always said, even about the people that lie on me, people that hate on me, if they get views, they have a lane.
But the thing is, bro, there's nobody told lies about you, bro. Like, for real. Once again, with the paperwork, he tried to say that he's gonna do a lawsuit on. Matter of fact, hold on.
That's their lane. That's my video for the day. Hopefully, you guys.
Let me go to this one too, because honestly, bro, like, this dude is dropping content, and it's just like, it's a lot. This is why I just sometimes I just disregard it, because this dude legitimately saying that he's gonna sue What is that dude? Did he take it down? No, matter of fact, hold on. Let me go to exposed to. Let me go to exposed to. This is where I seen it at. Dub says he will sue Bubba 1 day ago. Right there.
What's up, everybody? Exposed go. Slam is Tommy. Is Boosh briefing. Fails you to snitch. So look, save all the pussy boy. Is bullshit.
Welcome back to the channel. New video. Well.
The words of a snitch.
I apologize, but Bubba has no content. Bubba needs my attention. I'll tell you right now, I am so happy Bubba put up the post he did today. Facts, he said. Facts. Facts can hurt you when they're not true. When you make a statement of fact that is not factual, that may be libelous.
Facts cannot hurt you because if they're facts, they're facts. So don't call them facts. Lies can hurt you. Say lies can hurt you. Don't say facts can hurt you when they're not facts. No, bro, it's like semantics only. Like, no, you're retarded. Facts can hurt you when they're not facts. No, bro, the very definition of a fact is a fact. So don't call it a fact to begin with. You could say you claimed something to be a fact when in truth it was a lie. But a lie posed as a fact could be detrimental to you. But don't say facts that are not facts. This fucking guy, I don't even understand. The puny mentality.
Check this out. The post that Bubba put up is factual. The paperwork that people are talking about, yes, it is from a lawsuit. This states facts about you within the CDCR, about you debriefing. You're a debriefer, Joker. Johnny Ratas. You're a snitch. Exposed to is saying it straight out. You're a snitch, and it's a fact. It is what it is, puta. Talking about you're gonna sue people. You're a lame fool. You put it on your jefita, rest in peace.
I think I want to pursue something.
I'm saying it.
I think I want to pursue something. So
hey, we heard this bullshit before. You're a pussy, Johnny.
Bubba put out a thing. You know, Bubba talks about grifters. Let's point something out.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Who's Bubba? If somebody could drop this channel, who the hell is Bubba? I don't know who Bubba is. Apparently, he has a channel, and this who must be known enough. I mean, I may recognize the name of the channel, but I don't recognize Bubba, the name. So if anybody can let me know who Bubba is, let me know.
Bubba's channel is monetized, not demonetized. Bubba is putting out a bunch of...
Once again, trying to insinuate that the only reason he's doing that shit about you is because he's trying to make money. Not everybody's trying to make money off you, homie. Straight up. Yeah, if their channel is monetized, of course they're gonna fucking monetize it. What the fuck? Especially if it's true. Fuck out of here. Trying to insinuate that he's doing that shit because he's trying to make money. No, bro, it's the truth.
Content.
Fucking God.
Bubba has decided that he's going to talk about me in prison. He knows nothing about prison, knows nothing.
Joker, and I know about you, bitch. And I'm saying it. You are a grifter. You beg, doing your little bullshit to make people give you donations, to feel sorry for you bitches. And then you run to TikTok and you beg. All the lives are up. You bitches cannot.
Nothing about that lifestyle. Okay? Nothing about that lifestyle.
You cannot escape the facts.
About my lifestyle knows nothing about that lifestyle. Okay? But
somebody doesn't need to know something about the lifestyle. They didn't need to do life in prison. They didn't need to do 15 years. They didn't need to do 20, 25, 30, 45, 1,000 years. It doesn't matter if they were in the lifestyle, homie. They see the truth. They see the truth. A legal scholar could look at your paperwork and know that your ass snitched. All they have to know is a little bit about the rules, not even a little bit, just know enough about the rules and everything, the policies and everything of the gang lifestyle, especially expert. That's why there's experts. and be able to discern whether your ass told or not. And you fucking did. You told, bro. Like, for real, homie. And you still trying to deny that shit. You really are still trying to deny that shit. And the crazy part to me is it's like, if this was a medical, I mean, say you're saying it's a medical, okay, cool. I'm gonna take you at your word, right? Which I shouldn't, but let me take you at your word, right? For argument's sake. It's a medical lawsuit, right? Why the fuck was there any type of Mexican mafia talk or little butt and all that and that shit? Ain't nobody ever said it was a criminal fucking paperwork fucking lawsuit. No. Please, one thing I will say is this. As I go through this right here, this is the most important one I wanted to do. Please go through with the lawsuit, but you're not because you threatened to sue Exposed To. Shout out to Exposed To. You claim that you were going to sue him. Please sue Bubba. Please do that. Why? Because if you sue him, and you know this, you bitch, you just fucking woofing. If you do that, all of us that know the law, they're going to be able to subpoena all your, if you're suing for a libel suit, they're going to be able to have any type of access from CDCR that proves that what he said was not a lie. You are just doing this for content. And if you don't think you are, I mean, I shouldn't even be saying this shit to you because you're probably that fucking stupid. Bro, they're going to subpoena all your CDCR records. When a court subpoenas your records under any type of legal litigation, they're going to have access, bro. They're going to have access to your confidential file, to all your debriefing paperwork. So please do that. Please sue them. Please sue them for libel. Please. I implore you to please do that. They're going to have access to all your fucking legal paperwork, including your confidential file, your C file, anything that pertains to the libel suit that you're trying to pursue against Bubba, whoever the fuck he is. This is the thing that this one doesn't understand, that a lot of us out here know how the law works. He claims to be Mr. fucking this and that, bro. I filed habeas corpus and all that shit, and I never mentioned that shit. I rarely mention that shit. 602s to the third level, up to Sacramento and everything. And do you ever hear me saying like, oh, I'm a legal beagle, I'm this, I'm that? Bro, you're stupid as fuck. Probably shouldn't have said that shit. I'm waiting for him to actually do that.
He decided to put out a post.
Stupid fuck.
Screenshot it already. Don't worry, you could take it down if you want. It's already been screenshotted, so keep it up. And he says that I told on a prison organization.
You did. By extension, you did. You debriefed. And if you were... Okay, so look, there's only two things that could actually make sense. Right? Give me 1 second. There's only two things that can make sense. My apologies. Like I was saying, there's only two things that make sense, right? As it pertains to his validation, right? When I got into the system, there was dudes getting validated for Aztec drawings, giving them a point here, a point there. They were not even involved in nothing. Nothing, right? That's one option. One option. The other validation shit is because you were part of the Messiah. And if you were part of the Messiah, even if you were just like the barest, driest validation that you could ever fathom, right? Could ever think of, contemplate, whatnot. Because there were dudes stupid enough to because at the time, especially around 2006, 2007, that's when they really started systematically validating a gang of dudes, man. And I remember that shit. There was homies getting validated for just a simple drawing, and they weren't even part of the Messiah. They didn't have no information of the Messiah, nothing. That's one option. Now, unless you're that you've been lying about everything that you've been talking about. Mr. High Power, Mr. High Power this, Mr. High Power that. Now, the second option, being a validated gang member, is you were actually involved on the Messiah, or you knew somebody on the Messiah, you were slinging drugs for the Messiah, this and that, and they seen that. You may not have been a mesero. This dude he claimed that he had yards and he was a mesero. Like, that's the highest validation that you could get as an associate for the Mexican mafia. During the Mesa system, that is the highest validation status that you could actually get validated under during the Mesa system. There's no in between. Even if you're in between, right? You were still doing slinging drugs, whatnot, even if you weren't a mesero. And when you got validated, when you debriefed, you had to say who you were slinging for and who that mesero was under. So no matter how you slice it, it's either you were not involved and you were in a stupid situation, and that's why you know you didn't snitch, and you lied about your validation status and being a mesero, or like you said, according to your ego, in the middle, you still snitched, but you're a mesero. The third option, you were close, you were in there. Those two ones, you debriefed, you snitched, you have enough information, and you gave some type of information up an organization. That's a fact. That's how the validation process, debriefing process goes. There's no getting away from that. There is no getting away from that. That's a fact.
It is a fact, Joker. You testified to IGI within the CDCR. No one's saying that lawsuit that you have was you testifying on any individual inmate. You testified to IGI and you testified to ISU. Still waiting for you to sue, bitch. Because once you
the problem is the case that he's citing is not a criminal case.
Once again, we know it is not a criminal case, but the truth of you behind those walls in CDCDR has came out. Oh, you're a bitch. You talk about you used to be mean. The only thing scary about
it's a civil case. It's a lawsuit. He should have read it. Some doctors in Pelican Bay.
The thing with that civil case, Joker, is you offered information to your attorneys. You never thought that you were going to become a YouTuber.
Thank you. Same shit. Exposed to been saying. I've been saying. A bunch of people been saying. Ronnie, anybody that's done time, real time. We know that for even that information to come up on your medical lawsuit, bro, the information that was divulged by you and by your lawyers on behalf of you, like, that shit is crazy to have, especially if it's a medical lawsuit. Why the fuck would your affiliation with the Mexican mafia, are you even talking about Widow Blunt in a medical lawsuit, be pertinent? How would that be pertinent to a medical lawsuit? Right? Why? Because CDC is going to do everything they can. This is what I have not heard from anybody. CDC is one of the most fickle, vicious organizations. Yes, organizations, government organizations. They're a mafia in and of themselves. You really think they're going to fucking let you get away with you getting money off them, proving them wrong. It's all politics. Look at Gavin Newsom, that piece of shit. CDCR is the biggest political entity in California. It's destroying California, them and other entities. You really think that CDCR was going to let you get away with your lawsuit? No, they were going to throw everything in that fucking lawsuit to contradict you, to make you look bad, so that you wouldn't win your lawsuit. And you, by your own admission, as we're going to see, you lost the first one, and then you said you claimed to have won the second one, bro. And look, like my boy said, exposed to, like he said, you never thought you were gonna be a fucking YouTuber, famous YouTuber. And this is your Achilles heel, homie. It's a fact. Forget the fact that whether it's a criminal or a fucking civil suit, it doesn't fucking matter. The facts matter. These are government, this is court transcripts. This is righteous paperwork. CDCR plays dirty as fuck. And that's why you got exposed by CDCR, not for YouTube back then, but because they were trying to give the people, the judge, as much information as possible to let them know what type of individual you really were. And that's where you sat there. That's where you sat there and explained to them why you were a debriefer already. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I debriefed, and they probably asked you questions because it's part of the whole fucking litigation process. It's part of the whole litigation process, man. Make no mistake about it. This is why they ask these students questions. And this will, you know, he still underestimates not only me, but a bunch of people that can actually articulate this and actually, like, you know, shed light to it. Yeah, man, bro, like, look, that's the only reason why you could coincide the fact that there's Mexican mafia validation information in a regular medical lawsuit, because CDC don't fuck around. They're going to try to smudge you up as much as possible. And in order to defend yourself, this is the bomb right here. This is the mic drop. In order to defend yourself, you had to answer those questions, whether it be under affidavit, you know what I'm saying? What have you? You had to answer those questions, and you were being compliant. You were being, you know what I'm saying, cooperative. That's why you mentioned, hey, if the DA doesn't know, Weddle Bunt was above me. You were trying to win. This is how it makes it even more sense to me. This is how it makes more sense to me. You were trying to appease your lawyers and everything, bro, so that you could win this money. You are already no good. You are already a snitch. But you had to let them know, appease them, and convince them that you were no longer a criminal, validated gang member. Why? So that they couldn't use that shit against you. That's a fact, homie. That's a fact. And you know this shit, bro. Hey, you know this, man. Like, come on, homie. Like, this is the type of shit that, to me, is just like, fools. Like, if I really wanted to go in on dudes, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying, like, if anything, bro, I stayed away from all this shit. And it, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's just like, but if you really want to dissect certain, especially legalities, right? Especially legal paperwork, shit like that. You know, like I said, when I say I was a law library clerk for years, that's not even what gave me my fucking legal expertise. You know what I'm saying? As far as my understanding, not expertise, my bad, I digress. Because I ain't an expert on law, but I'm definitely adept. I'm definitely understand it. And I definitely 602 shit. And I definitely got in habeas corpus discovery and everything, judge. Anywho. So this fool really thinks he's going to run game. You can't run game, homie. You can't run game, because the moment that you do, there's always going to be somebody out here to divulge your bullshit.
And you never thought your past was going to come back.
Exactly.
Snatch your ass like Jaws, puta.
Took a vitamin from me that was necessary for my health.
Fuck
and
your
so
health.
I sued them. I lost in court, but I got a settlement out of one of the doctors.
I lost in court, but I got a settlement out of one of the doctors. Yeah, you lost in court. You're a dumbass.
Look at this fool always talking shit about this dude be 602ing people. Look at this bitch. He was over there 602ing medical, being a pest, kicking it with COs, fucking rats. And I'm saying it joke.
So who's Bubba, bro? What is this channel? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You saying some dude Bubba did that shit? I think I made my point on this one. Let me see. Hold on real quick.
You were being scary and being a straight.
I was a very violent individual and I hurt people.
You never hurt nobody.
But a square trying to do this stuff, like it's expected. But a square trying to get in, never there. This is
so basically the gist of it is he's trying to call Bubba a square and he's never been in life. You don't have to be in their life or have never been in their life for them to tell the truth. I wish I could know that dude's channel so I could give him the credence.
Nobody, Joker. You're a cow.
You know, for the majority of my life, I was a very violent individual and I hurt people.
You never hurt nobody, Joker.
Without the respect, my boy, he did hurt somebody. He killed somebody. But I know what you mean. He held on to somebody's legs in the prison system, and that's all he did. But he did kill somebody, unfortunately.
Sucker. So let's trip on this part.
Someone who it'll be a snowball. Everybody that keeps portraying that lawsuit, that civil lawsuit.
Here we go.
You're a snitch. You told behind the walls in prison. When you debriefed, you gave information up on numerous inmates.
Right. And who knows, maybe it'll be a snowball. Everybody that keeps portraying that lawsuit, that civil lawsuit, as something criminal, putting my
and this is him trying to once again portray, make no mistake about it. What he's trying to do is muddy the waters once again. Anybody that's trying to portray that criminal, that lawsuit as a criminal lawsuit when it was a civil lawsuit, he's basically he's attempting to basically smut everybody up and give himself the right, like a technicality, right? Anybody that calls it a criminal lawsuit when it's a civil, you guys are liars. I was right. Yes, I was right. Bro, it don't matter if it was civil or criminal. Nobody gives a shit about that. You're a snitch, homie. And it's even worse for you that it was a civil, yeah, let's say it is a civil lawsuit. And you snitched on a civil lawsuit, bro. That's the crazy part about it. Like I said, CDC don't fuck around. You want to sue CDC? That's why you lost. That's why you lost, bro. CDC don't fuck around, homie. And look at that. Like crazy shit right there. He went to trial and lost. No award granted by the jury. Joker was ordered to pay the other side's costs. $5,306.50. Damn. Whether that's true or not, I'm gonna assume it is. I may be wrong. I don't know. I haven't confirmed that. But damn, I would not be surprised. I'm just saying. Legal ego dubs. He's a moron, bro. He's a fucking straight moron. For real. Look, and every time he does this shit, like if I really want to pay attention and everybody pays attention, like you really want to fucking you're gonna get blown out the water. You're gonna get blown out the water, bro. Because one of the things that you seem to forget is that you don't know everybody that's out here, including me. And this is why Gunner, once again, I'm not trying to make it about me. This is why Gunner was intimidated by me from the beginning and why he clicked up with this pendejo. And look, how many years has it been? And I'm glad that Gunner hated on me from the beginning and hired this dude to offset my channel, and then they paid to get my email hacked, and by extension got my fucking YouTube channel hacked and deleted. That's a fact. That is a motherfucking fact. Everything happens for a reason, man. God is good. God is good. That's 100% true. Whatever God is up there, God is good. And all these pieces of shits right here, like him and Gunner, always gonna put on blast.
My life
The
in
truth is always gonna come out. It doesn't fucking matter. And when I say the truth is always gonna come out, I don't mean that some unpleasant shit is not gonna come out on me, anybody else. I'm not trying to get ahead of anything. I'm just saying, whether it be anybody here, any content creator, whether any truth comes out in his personal life, you know what I'm saying? Like, not lies. I'm talking about truth. Life is life. None of us are perfect. Whether it be drug use, domestic violence, which is unacceptable, doing time, shooting dudes, what have you. That's a truth, but that's a different type of truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's perfect. But when the truth comes out and somebody pretending that there's something that they're not, hypocrites, lying, and scamming the gente and all that shit, like, that's completely different from us just being regular, righteous human beings. Because none of us are fucking perfect. That's a fact. All right, let's go to the next one. I bet I'm like in a little bit of a marathon right now. Fuck me. I still didn't know who the fuck that dude Bubba was. I texted Explosive earlier. Man, I haven't talked to him in a minute. I stepped away from him for a little bit. I mean, as far as personally, I still support him and go on his channel and the messages and all that. But I felt like I needed to do that because, man, too many people were like trying to like hate on him, hate on our whole connection. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna step back for a little bit. It is what it is. All right, so let me see. But I still rock with him. Let me see. On the surface for sure. It's the pendejo right here. It's the next one. Oh, the hater world. Let me go to the hater world. Am I still subscribed to him? Yeah, I am. I still am subscribed to him. Damn, I haven't checked this channel out in a long ass time. High Power Fitness Clicks and Norteños. Okay, here we go. Let's check this out. Hopefully it's not too long. This one happened. This one I have not watched.
All right. We back in the building. Salute.
Damn, this fool lost a damn, my boy. This fool lost a gang of weight. Damn, dog. Shout out to you, dog. Damn. I remember when this fool was a little chubby motherfucker, man. I even mentioned that a few times. Damn, that fool dedicated. Oh shit, he got more. Did you get more work done? Did you nah, he got that. You got your work touched up again. You got it touched up again, bro. Because your artwork
you
was
already know
not
I'm
that
Blue
dark.
Devil, and today we back with another video.
That's right. Yeah, he got it touched up again. That's right. Look at my artwork. Look at my artwork. Watch real quick. I'm not trying to make it about me, but look at my artwork. See how faded that shit looks? This is all prison artwork. Authentic prison artwork. Then again, the lights off. I don't have a single tattoo on my body that came from the streets. You guys already know my tats. Damn, bro, it's just not dark. It's just not dark. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it.
Reaction. Now look, the video we got going on today. As a matter of fact, it's not even a video, it's a screenshot. It's been sent to me all morning, all last night. And I don't know what it was.
Yeah, because it was sent to you all morning, all whatever, because they're trying to stir the pot. They're trying to stir the pot, bro. That's all it is,
bro. Because if anybody knows me, I don't answer like DMs or texts, or like I don't really like.
I'm the same way.
Like I'll look like that, and if it's important, then I'll open it. But if it's not, then it'll stay there, bro. I have a few people that I do tap in with.
And when I say I'm the same way, it's not because I'm important. It's just because I don't even check.
I guess you can say they're the chosen ones, and and I'll go back and forth with them. When they send me some, I'll look because I know they're not wasting my time. But this picture here is a screenshot of a Gunners Collective clip of High Power Fitness. Now, I never thought I would ever.
Hold on. My bad, guys. Hold on real quick. I keep forgetting that this shit, I have to do it different way. Okay, cool. Put it like that.
But this picture here is a screenshot of a Gunners Collective clip of High Power Fitness. Now, I never thought I would ever see myself doing a reaction or a video to that guy, but I gotta react to this or talk about this because people keep saying to me, bro, and they're asking what are my thoughts on High Power Fitness because recently we got on a phone call for those that don't know, and we clarified whatever our issue was, and we put it in, we put it in the back, and we kept pushing. So people are asking my thoughts, my thoughts, my thoughts. He's doing you dirty. Look what he's doing. He's talking about you. Whoop de woo. So I gotta give my 2 cents and keep it pushing. Now, again, I never thought I'd react to anything like this because I feel that I'm above this. Okay, and
look, like I said, man, in all fairness to him, I haven't heard this dude talk about anything like that in a long time. But once upon a time, he's moved forward from that, and kudos to him for that. Shout outs to him for that. After you're gone for almost a year and feeding into the negativity, of course you're gonna be like, man, I never thought I would react to some shit like this. But let's keep it real. Once upon a time, you did. I get you trying to rewrite history in a small way. Shout out to you. I ain't trying to disrespect you. I'm just saying. But you know what I'm saying? But I get it. I get the strategy. I get why you said that.
What do you mean, Blue Devil? You're above this. Okay, not as a human being, right? As a human being, we're all even. We're all equal. All men are created the same, bro. Some might have more balls than others. You know what I mean, et cetera, right? But for the most part, we all put on our shoes the same. We all put on our pants one leg at a time. The corny quotes. All right. But I feel I'm above this because when it comes to this content thing that we all do, this YouTube shit, I'm really from this culture. I really gave to this culture. Other dudes have jumped into the culture and found.
And you know what's messed up? I will say this right now. You know what's messed up? If it wasn't for my political status as an exile, meaning like I'm an exile, like I really am politically. Do you know how much I would really give back? And like, it's unfortunate that the gang culture restricts me. Because make no mistake about it, imagine if I would have rolled up on, assuming, and I'm not, bro, they're never going to have me because, why would they jeopardize their own life, their own political status, everything? I would go to Lucky, Hood Stocks, this dude's podcast, anybody that is active in good standing. So when I say this, the quote unquote, it's not a disrespectful term to me, a disrespectful gesture, but because I'm politically exiled, right? You know that if I were to be embraced, that I would legitimately give back to the community. But unfortunately, because I can't be embraced politically, never mind the humanity, right? Never mind everybody out here that doesn't care about prison politics, right? But those that do, unfortunately, would try to take my life. Forget the fact that I put in so much work and like I did the best work with the best of them. Never told on anybody on all that. It's the only regret that I have with the prison politics. That, and because it brainwashes so many youngsters. And you got certain individuals talking about youngsters don't go into the lifestyle that are still active, meaning in good standings, right? And that's the only thing that to me is very regretful, but it's a reality. It's a fact. It's reality. You know, I wish that one day there wouldn't be an entity, a political entity that would hinder us that never told. I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no child molesters, no rapists, no nothing like that. And I could actually collab with them and shit like that, but I can't. It's a fact. I can't because I'm never gonna be embraced because of the politics. It is what it is. I am politically exiled. That's a fact. So yeah.
The way to make money. I'm actually one of the innovators when it comes to our raza content. Okay. Now, for those that don't know, before you open your mouth, go do some research. I don't feel like arguing back and forth in the comments. I don't
Like
feel
it's
like,
good, bro.
bro, listen,
Damn, that was
go
skinny.
do your research.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I had a YouTube channel in 2006 that had over 100,000 subscribers for a whole year. Then it got
Yeah.
taken down, and I went to jail for a violation for that YouTube channel. A year later, YB, Little Yogi, I give him the credit always, and Blue Devil started a YouTube channel.
He said 2006. Damn. I didn't even. I remember hearing about YouTube, but I was still running the streets in the late 90s, early thousands. 2006, I was over 2 years into fighting my case. my life case. Oh shit. Damn. Yeah, I mean, damn. Okay, so yeah, good shit. I know he's been around for a long time, but damn, 2006. Yeah, man, I was in the county jail still fighting my case.
Channel, Murder Squad TV, and we did all the raza content, bro. All the raza content on the West, we did it, bro. Okay, all the content for all the homies, all the rappers, the behind the scenes, the interviews, the one-on-ones, the vlogs, hood vlogs. We did all that, bro. But back then there was no money like there is now. Okay, and nobody was doing content like that. You know, maybe the blacks and the whites, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about raza. All right.
So
2008, we already had a channel that was, you know, entertaining
I got
the
locked up in
culture.
2004.
So that's what I say when I'm part of the culture. I'm
On my
part of this. I
case.
gave to this. Okay. I've been a part of this for a long time. Now these other people, they've came into it, which is cool. Like, I'm not trying to say nothing. Like, do your shit, get your money, player. Like, do it. But I really know these people you talk about. Like, these content creators are talking about these rappers that I really know. Like, I know them from like the streets, interactions, music, homie shit. Like, we know each other. You guys are just talking about it, you know. And I'm not trying to take that from them. Do your thing, but again, that's why
And I equate that to when I first started my first channel. And even into this channel, I've had a gang of my homeboys that I did time with and from my neighborhood that are active. Some of them are not. Majority are. That came to my channel. What's up, bro? What's up, Looney? This and that. And that's very appreciated. But they know where I stand. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know what I've done and what I haven't done. And they know the differences between the political spectrum and the political atmosphere, like, for sure. So I get what he's saying. I once criticized this fool for not doing time and shit like that. And that's a great thing, but I didn't criticize him because he didn't do time like I wanted him to do time. It's just like, when you go to 180, and that's a different story.
I feel that I'm above this, because this is like cheeseman shit, real cheeseman shit. But we gonna get into it for the simple fact that High Power Fitness
I know. I bumped heads with
courtesy call the other day
for a long time,
and we chopped it up, and
but
we let bygones be bygones. But now people are like, damn, Blue, he fucking you over. Leaf Logic Tree Company. Go hit them up. Leaf Logic Tree Company. I will have other info on the next video. So tap in. And we do got a podcast tonight at 7:30. Opina, Blue Devil, and I wonder who. Tap in. Meanwhile, salute to everybody. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the platform.
I got my fucking my little ghetto freaking you know what I'm saying? Like, sound effects and everything, but I'm not gonna sit here and spend $500, $1,000 on a sound thing. You know, like it's I don't know, it's a little too much. It's a little too much. Unless you're rich. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just money out of your pocket. Anyway.
We got a video that just dropped on the official Blue Devil page. Go check it out. We dropping heat. We dropping content this month on all platforms. All right, let's go. So this I had to take a screenshot, bro, because you guys already know I don't want to like tamper and get demonetized or have them try to take my channel down because they say that I'm copyrighting their videos or whatever. But here you go. Okay, this is a conversation between High Power Fitness and Gunners Collective. By the way, if anybody wants some good coffee, go to Starbucks
That's
and
why
ask
he's
for a
drinking.
venti hot Americano. All right. If you want to be up
The
and
coffee.
tweaked out, this is what you need, bro. All right. Okay, so here it is. It says, "You have any fucked up pics of Blue Devil?"
Hey, bro, Ramiro, I know, bro. And that's when I went in on him. Before that and after that. But it is what it is. That's water on the bridge for us.
That's High Power Fitness. And then
Ya
Gunner
sé-
responds,
Ya
"Not
sé lo que
really.
dices.
Just Google Haters World on YouTube." And then High Power Fitness says, "I'm gonna drop my reaction today of him." Boom, 100. You know.
But he's winning, though.
Let me make this clear. You won't find no fucked up pictures of me. I don't get down like that. I don't.
Right.
Conduct myself that way, and you won't find me doing weird shit on the internet. Nobody can. And if anybody does, most likely it's falsified. I'm not in no one's DMs. I'm not trying to like get at women in the DM, in which I will tell you, I complimented one girl the other day for the first time, and she already tried to sell my DM to a blogger. Man, dog, I unfriended her and I moved her out the thing. I said, nah, I'm not playing them games. I'm not playing it. This is why I don't. This is why I don't, because everybody's thirsty for clout, bro. I complimented this person, bro. And that's what I get for trying to fucking expose me for complimenting them, bro. And I said to myself, this is why I don't be in no one's DMs, bro. Like, I'm not a perro sucio. You know what I mean? Even though I can be, even though I can be pulling, this and for what? Like, everyone on the internet is trying to expose you and do you dirty. So again, you won't find no fucked up pictures of me. You go and get no people. You know where you're gonna get dirt from? The comments. The internet has never came about Blue Devil. Come on. So let's get back to this thing right here, right? Why would High Power Fitness be asking a northerner for pictures of me? Well, I'll tell you why. Because he knows that northerner don't like me. or maybe didn't like me. I don't know the situation. I really don't care. But we all know at one point Gunner Collector had made videos talking shit about me and saying this and saying that, and I'm fat and blue torta and all this crazy shit, right? But they won't ever make a video congratulating a motherfucker. You know, I'm not gonna show
You
you
know,
my
it's
six
funny.
pack.
Before
You
I
know,
have not seen this one. I've seen Doves before. But what did I say at the beginning of this? Congratulations, bro, because that's the first thing I noticed. Look, that's the first thing I noticed, bro. This fool fucking damn. You got lost a gang of weight, homie. Congratulations, bro. I remember calling you a fat ass too, briefly. And look at your tattoos, bro. Like they're darkened up and shit. My boy got a whole different fucking. You got a whole different fucking. That's right. The only fucked up part with that is your fucking head is still big, dick. Respectfully, I'm not even trying to talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, bro, that's good shit, homie. Like, that's healthy as fuck. That's healthy as fuck, homie. Like, for real. I respect, homie. For real, for real. Damn. I was surprised. I haven't looked at this food's channel since we squashed the beef. Damn, a long ass time ago now.
but they won't show a video congratulating a motherfucker. You know, they'll talk shit, say, you know, blue torta this, blue torta that, but they're fatter than me.
Blue torta.
I'm like 170. No, I'm like 165, I think.
165? Damn, bro, you're 30 pounds lighter than me. Son of a bitch.
You know, and when I start gaining all my muscle and I start building my muscle, what they gonna say then? Like, I done proved everybody wrong about everything, bro. You know,
anybody out there that's look,
but
bro,
again,
what I would say, anybody out there that's been on a weight loss and shit, congratulations to you guys, real shit, because fortunately and unfortunately, not just fortunately, my metabolism has always been stupid fast. I could eat like a pig, but I just take more shits.
we all know that Gunners Collective didn't like me, so therefore, High Power Fitness would ask them questions about me, and they were friends, I guess, at one point. I don't know if they're friends now, but they were. People look at it like, well, why is he asking the Northerner for? Bro, they're two old dudes, right? I don't even think they look at it like North and South. Friendship. If they're cool, they calling the homie like, hey, fool, you got info on this fool? You know, I don't think they're looking at it like, oh, I'm calling a norteño or I'm calling a sureño. I think they look at it like, hey, just call the homie, fool, he might have some shit on him. You know, so I don't really care. Like, I don't care. Now, I will tell you where I do care. I'll tell you where I do care.
I was just gonna say that, like, if you don't care why you're doing this, but he cleaned it up right in time. Not cleaned it up, but he interjected right at the right time.
People could run narratives all day, right? Because I think the average adult is smart enough to realize when something is. I think the average adult is smart enough to realize when something is false. I mean, I think we're supposed to be smart enough, right?
And one thing I will give him this as well, as a businessman, right? Anybody that's trying to be a businessman, right? I don't know if he's sponsored by Starbucks. Obviously, if he was, he would put it up there. But obviously, just him staying out of the drama and everything, rightfully so. That's the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you drink Starbucks every day, eventually you want to get the attention of a big ass company, whether it be Starbucks, Costco, Walmart, what have you, you know, fill in the blank. So he's drinking Starbucks, shit like that. He's staying out of the drama. He's being a cordial. I'm glad for that. And so he's definitely, as a businessman, trying to get a new sponsor and shit like that, man. He's trying to blow up. He's trying to blow up. And trying to kiss to him, could never be a righteous channel like Dubs or Gunner, because you keep lying. You keep lying, bro. Real shit. You keep fucking lying. And I didn't even want to even come back into this shit, but drama is what it is.
Rumor came out that Blue Devil had paid Whack 110,000 big ones to not fight or some? What was it? Blue Devil paid Whack 10,000 to be left alone. There you go. High Power Fitness came out with that. Well, I knew it. It didn't come from High Power Fitness's mouth. I mean, it came from his mouth, but I know it didn't come from him. It came from Gunners Collective, and it also came probably from Dubs. But again, I don't have that evidence. But we know they were the ones that were feeding High Power Fitness these lies,
and that's why. Once again, and I didn't want to say that earlier on the reaction that I was doing on Dubs. Why? Because what did I say? Everything is rooted into Gunner. Gunner is the only one that reacted to High Power Fitness, exposed their personal context, their text messages, and put it in a context as like, you was more fucking with me, this and that. Instead of him telling the truth, he's just trying to make him look bad and bring him down to his level and try to put him on his level. Like I said, hey, you were texting me, so you're no better than me. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. You're no good. So anybody that associates with you, they're no good as well. You know what I'm saying? In your mind. Because sometimes people, when they start like High Power Fitness, a bunch of channels, homie. They see you have a big channel, bought and paid for, fake plaque, 100,000 subscriber plaque. And you cannot blame somebody that does not know your past for trying to associate with you, bro. So now you're trying to use that shit as a weapon to clean your own bullshit up. Look, like homeboy said right now, it derived from you, bro. It originated from Gunners Collective. Gunners Collective is the biggest cancer on YouTube. And even though Blue Devil has been trying to stay out of the whole fray and everything for a gang of time, Gunners Collective is the biggest cancer, and I've been saying it for years, and it keeps being proven every single day. That dude is toxic as fuck. That fool is a bum. That fool is a bad human being. I don't even need to call him names other than to say he's a bad human being. To the core. To the core. High Power Fitness reached out to them because they were the biggest ones on YouTube, and look at what he got for it. Now he's going to focus on doing his fitness channel, whatever he's going to do, whatever he said. And it's just like, damn, bro, like, we all know this. Instinctively, we know when the drama starts, it's coming from Gunners Collective. And by extension, who fucks with Gunners Collective? Dubs. You cannot distance yourself from Gunners Collective when you're still trying to associate yourself and back them up. You're still trying to associate with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like with him, and like he's been the poison of the YouTube. He's a cancer, dude. He's a poisonous cancer, and he has been for so long, bro. And unfortunately, it all started with me. I'm not trying to make it about me, guys. I swear to God, you guys know me, man. I'm objective. I don't got to sit here and make it about myself. But it all started with my channel. I was the first channel that he hated on. Yes, Savage Studios, he was beefing it with them. They were going back and forth. But he had nobody. He didn't have the infrastructure. He didn't have the support at the time for him to take down Savage Studios. So what did he settle for? Talking shit back and forth. It wasn't until I came around where he actually had X amount of channels, all who came and apologized to me. Guys, and when I say apologize, I'm not trying to make it about myself again. There were righteous, respectable, fucking awesome apologies. Because he sent at least 10 or 15 channels against me, bro. And exactly in a menudo style, in a direct fashion. Remember that shit? In the menudo style, in a direct fashion. When he used to say that shit, he employed 10 or 15 channels against me in conjunction with Triple OG to come after me. Homie, and I still survived. That fool is a bum. He's a poison and a cancer on YouTube, homie. And it's been what, 6 years now? 5 years? Damn, homie, like, and he's still here. And make no mistake about it, Gunner's gonna keep going and going and going and going, knowing that he has no choice. No choice. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Now, when that thing came out, I was sort of disappointed in Hawila Media for making it a thing, right? Because he should know better, right? Bro, you don't think I can call one of my homeboys that has nowhere to stay and be like, hey, funny, you just stay at the studio for the next 2 weeks? You don't think I got a lot of homies that ain't got nowhere to go, that are probably struggling, that I can be like, hey, fool, I need you to stay at the stew for the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I need you to stay there and you know, keep game. There's food in the fridge. You know how to turn on the AC, TV. Boom, boom, boom. You don't think so? You don't think I can tap in with a bunch of my youngsters and be like, hey, patrol the fucking block twice a day or something? You don't think I can, like, really, if a motherfucker was that scared, like, tap in, like, and make a phone call? Like, I would have to pay whack $10,000 to be left alone. How stupid is, like, how?
Hey, Felipe, he tried to challenge me to a fight. He's like, get me in my Discord, bro. I don't even know what your Discord is. And what did he do? Completely ended the live and blocked me. Not the college knowledge.
That was when I was bothered. I was like, damn, OG.
In the menudo style.
You let these two dudes brainwash you into believing that, and you were.
Yeah, he made that comment. Gunner made that comment like, ooh, that looks like a 16-year-old ass. Ooh, that looks good. And he has the audacity to call other people perverts.
You from down here, from where I'm from, and you know how we get down, and you know how easy we can make things go away, and you think that I would pay this Moreno 10 G's? So right there, I was disappointed, because I was like, man, and I even tried playing with it, right? I got in the comments, I was like, nah, it wasn't 10, it was 7,500. But the crazy thing is that people actually believed it.
And that's the thing with the internet, like you said, like obviously the hater world, Blue Devil, he did not pay whack 100. You know, fuck whack 100, bro. I swear to God, like, I don't give a fuck if I get my ass beat. I really don't give a fuck. Like, the way that he tried to fucking flex on that fucking youngster, that fucking I don't know if he's a youngster, but the dude, a non-affiliate on the No Jumper podcast the other day, not too long ago, that I seen, man, I wish this dude would come across the freaking table, the podcast table, and try to do some shit like that. I wish, dude, I was in that position, bro. I don't care if I get my ass whooped, bro. He's leaving with some scars, unless his homeboys jump in. He's leaving with some scars. That's a fact, homie. That's a motherfucking fact. And it's just very it's maddening. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's enough to get your blood boiling. It really is, dude. So I know that Whack 100's line is like, he's a lying piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it mixes truth with lies. And for these dudes to perpetrate that Blue Devil paid $10,000 to get him in the no, I don't believe that whatsoever. You may not like Blue Devil. It is what it is. You might not agree that I'm sitting here and telling the truth. Whether I'm backing him up or not, it's irrelevant whether I'm backing him up or not. I'm talking about the truth as I see it. Prove it wrong. Not me. Prove it wrong. You know what I'm saying?
You know, so right there I was bothered. But am I bothered about High Power Fitness asking them for photos of me? I don't care. You know, I don't care at all. But I will tell you this. People are asking my thoughts on this. Well,
dudes are still going to have Whack 100 everywhere, not giving a fuck. I'm surprised The WAC 100 has not got, man, I swear to God, bro. If I was still active, I swear to God, dude. I don't want to say the rest.
Let me give it to you raw. This is from when High Power Fitness was going at me. He's no longer going at me. He gave me his word that he was done, and it's over. I'm not gonna go back and try to find a reason to diss him. You know, he gave me his word, said he's done. This is old shit. So that's it. I don't care. I don't know what Gunner is trying to do. I don't know if he thinks that he's gonna manipulate me into
He's
making
trying to.
videos about his enemy now. But can nobody manipulate me? Can nobody turn me against nobody? And I'm not saying that this guy, High Power Fitness, is my friend or we're cool like that. But I'm the only one that runs my own narratives. Can nobody call me and say, hey, fool, make a video about this, Vato. Hey, fool, this fool says something about you, and I think you should do this. Nobody. Even if I don't like a certain individual, can nobody bait me? People have tried to, even people that I know have tried to, hey, you should make a video on this guy, fool. Fool, I'm not running your narratives. I do videos when I want to do videos on shit I want to do.
That
So
part.
I don't know what Gunners Collective's thoughts were. Like, let me ruffle some feathers. I'm going to turn Southsiders against each other.
He was hoping. He was hoping. He really was.
I don't think you know, bro.
And at the very
This is the
least,
Gunner.
I don't know if he was trying to, like, Gunner was trying to, like, so Gunner's gonna do whatever is beneficial for him. If it's beneficial to divide and conquer and send Southsider against Southsider so he could do reactions and prove himself, like, oh, he was right. But he will also click up with an ex Sureño to offset my channel. Hence, once again, he clicked up with Dubs to offset me years ago, 5 years ago. So he's gonna do anything. He has no scruples. He has no morality. He don't give a fuck about North and South. He don't give a fuck about anything but the bag and himself. That's a fact. So part of me wants to believe that he had, like it was South against South, and whether extract the labels, take away the labels on the two individuals that he's trying to pit against each other so he could divide and conquer. Take that out of the equation. It doesn't matter. He is gonna manipulate any type of situation that he can manipulate because he has his fucking platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is why it's been important this whole time, and it's why it's been gaining traction on a lot of podcasters like us and everything. I'm gonna get back into it. Like I said, I've been more consistent on my lives and shit like that. The only difference is I have to start dropping videos, and unfortunately, bro, those of us, like, I feel like I have to be on a mission instead of focusing on like just doing my own content, and I will when I get into it moving forward soon. If not tomorrow and moving forward, I'm gonna drop a video here, a video there that has nothing to do with this shit, but my lives are gonna be consistent and focused on making sure that we destroy the two pendejos on YouTube. Straight up. Gunner and Dubs. Dubs, I don't even hate the dude. He's the biggest liar on YouTube. Why? Because the other fucking demon, Gunner, completely turned him out. He turned him inside out. He turned him inside out like this. See how my shirt's like this? You turn him out like this. Inside out. Like that. Bam. That's Dubs right there. So let me wear Dubs. Let me put Dubs back on. I'm gonna put Dubs on real quick. Right there. Inside out. Right there. That's Dubs. dubsv. Gunner turned him inside out, bro. Inside out. Made him his bitch. Royal tells you what to do. Who the fuck is a royal? All right, let's keep going.
I don't think you know how we move.
Be
bro.
close to the end.
You're not gonna get us. Well, you know what? You probably will find a weak bitch to do your dirty work, but not me. And I can guarantee you, not Santo G.
I'm gonna start.
And I can guarantee you,
I'm gonna start
uh,
branching out to different channels too. If anybody remembers how I used to do it, like when I come back, I'm definitely gonna do all kinds of shit.
few others that I could tell you that you can't ruffle them to do your dirty work if that's what you're trying to do. If that's not what you're trying to do and you're trying to expose this man for what he done behind closed doors, then that's your guys' business. Okay? Only reason I'm making this video is because I was included in your guys' business. But with that being said, I don't got a problem with the old man from High Power Fitness. I don't got a problem with Gunners Collective. I don't care. I don't got a problem with none of these people. I've been doing my shit by myself, minding my business, and that's what's gonna continue. All right. Other than that,
Keep it that way.
the OG gave me his word, and that's where we gonna leave it at until
The one that matters. The OG gave me his word, and that's what really matters.
shit changes, until shit changes. Now, if you want to see an entertaining video, you got to go watch my partner, Cali Legends Media. Now, I watched his video yesterday or this morning, and I was entertained, bro. You want some bullshit? Go over there. And with that being said, salute to everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We got another video dropping soon. All right. Click on one of these if you made it.
All right, so he said Legends. Man, I haven't watched Cali Legends Media in a long time. Damn. I almost forgot about him. No disrespect to him. Hold on real quick. Put that up there. YouTube. Well, that's what my son gets it from. I just already realized. Puta madre. Fuck, dude. I'm subscribed to him, bro, and I have not gotten and I have not gotten no videos from him. Fucking algorithms. Let's go check him out real quick.
Hello and welcome to Cali Legends Media. Before I begin, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers, all of the people that come by and view the videos. Really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the like button, the hype button, and leave your comments in the comment section. It's a good way to show support for the channel, and it's highly appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay, so today's video is a reaction video to a video that Gunner did. Okay, so Gunner comes out and he did something today that he's been threatening to do in a very long time. What this is he came out and showed a few text messages, okay, from his phone, shared between him and High Power Fitness, allegedly. Okay, well, in those phone texts, it appears that Petey or Pee-wee from High Power Fitness. I'm not gonna call this guy any clown names or nothing, or talk any smack or nothing. This is strictly business here. I'm gonna be professional about this and stop all the shenanigans. I'm through with that. But anyways, Gunner came out with these text messages from High Power Fitness, right? And this guy, I guess, was going and asking Gunner for dirt on people, okay? he asked about Santo G. Santo G's a young man, good head on his shoulders, minds his own business, does his videos his way. And
like I said, Santo G, once upon a time, when he tried to start his first channel or his channel, he got at me a gang of times, and I lagged on him. I'm gonna be real. I lagged on him, and then shortly after, like maybe like about for 3 or 4 months, I lagged on him. I was like, yeah, let's do something. I still got a text message and all that. He knows that's just true. When it comes to a prisoner's awakening, Santo G, he knows that's true. I still got the IG messages and everything. And unfortunately, you know, like I was trying to save my marriage at the time and all that bullshit. And then 3 or 4 months passed, bam, and then I left for 2 years after that, not fucking with anybody. And then when I came back, he was already thriving, which is cool. Because I remember him being frustrated, like I said before in my lives. I remember Santo G being frustrated as fuck because he couldn't get no traction, you know. And he finally did. I'm glad for that. You know, I'm glad that he did. You know what I'm saying? So that's my experience with them. Yeah, lo and behold, APA has interactions with everybody. I do.
And you know, he's coming up. Why he would ask about Santo G, I have no idea. Why he
Don't know
would
that.
ask
Now they
a
do.
northerner about a Southside homie that's in good standing, and let's just say in good standing, questions regarding whether there's any dirt on him or not is mind-boggling. Okay, why would you go to a norteño that dropped out, that straight out claims he's not active, you know, and he's a norteño. Why would he know something down here about Santo G unless it happened in prison or something? And even though, why are you even asking about the kid? I don't get that. You know, he asked him for Blue Devil pictures of like.
But Santo G is not a kid, dude. Respectfully to you, OG. To you, he may be a kid, but he's not a kid. What are you talking about? That's a grown ass man. He's well into his late 20s. That's a grown ass man. Whether he's grown in his head or not, it doesn't mean, you know, at the age of 20, 19, 20, I was already a New Corcoran in the prison system. You know, like growing up super fast. So you gonna call me a kid? I may be a youngster, but you can't call me a kid when I'm sitting here, you know what I'm saying, putting in the same work or more than you're doing. Why? Because you're already older. It is what it is. You already been through that. I get it. Are you going to call somebody that's younger than you a kid? Just because you have children the same age? I could very easily sit here and call a 22-year-old a kid, like my oldest daughter, a kid. Yeah, to us, they're a kid. But you don't know what they're doing. Shit, I caught my shooting cases at 17, 18. So you can't discredit the whole thing based on that. I'm not saying he's trying to. I'm just saying that's my opinion.
Or messed up pictures of Blue Devil. I guess for a video he had made on Blue Devil. He even had Gunner do the thumbnails for the video he did on me. The, you know, the one where I'm in a wheelchair or I'm sitting on a walker or something. I guess for a video he had made on Blue Devil. He even had that, you know. He asked him for Blue Devil pictures of, you know, and he's a norteño. Why would he know something down here about Santo G unless it happened in prison or something? And even though, why are you even asking about the kid? I don't get that, you know. He asked him for Blue Devil pictures of like fucked up or missed pictures of Blue Devil. I guess for a video he had made on Blue Devil. He even had Gunner do the thumbnails for the video he did on me. The, you know, the one where I'm in a wheelchair or I'm sitting on a walker or something.
Don't feel bad, OG. Don't feel bad. They've done a gang of thumbnails on me where I'm fucking have boogers coming out, drinking, all kinds of shit. Don't feel bad, dude. Don't feel bad about that. It's not even worth mentioning. And if you do, just laugh at that shit. Just fucking laugh at it. You know, like it doesn't fucking matter.
Allegedly, yeah, he asked Gunner to do that. That's where that came from. It was no drive-by photo. It was no picture. You know, I knew that all along. But
All right, enough of this topic. Let me go back and see if the Blowfish answered and got in his feelings about the reaction that I did. Robert, what's up with it, my bro? I sent mines. You guys not have subscribed to Misled Loyalty, man. Go, hey, Rob, drop your link, my boy. Drop your link, my guy. My prayers to you.
now,
You already know.
now you know. Okay,
Let me go and check to see a ver este pendejo. Let me see. Where's he at? Where's he at? Fuck. Oh no, hold on. I have to actually type it in. That's how little I give a fuck about that fool's channel. There you go. And I have to put Bam Bam APA. Look at that shit. Watch. Look. I literally have to put Bam Bam APA for me to find this channel. And I'm subscribed to him. That's the crazy part. Let me see if he did anything. If he didn't, I'm going to leave it alone. If he didn't, I'm going to leave it alone. In all fairness to him. Stop crying. John is all true. 2 hours ago. Credit to who coined the phrase. DUI dubs. He's probably giving himself credit. Yeah, that fool talks a bunch of shit. Let me go to this one. Oh, I forgot all about this one. Skyla Santana Uncensored. Fuck, come on. Hit the wrong button. Santana? Not Santana. There she is, damn. 4 days ago? We're going to leave it alone. We're going to leave that alone. Let's go to, let me X that out real quick. There you go. That's the homie's link right there. Johnny Lowe, what's up with it, man? You guys go subscribe to his channel, man. You guys already know what it is. Let me, déjame encontrar otro pinche canal, eh. We've been on here for 2.5 hours, so this is kind of like the fumes left over. Let me see. Oh, my boy Live. I don't know how many times you said my boy is live. I wonder how many times.
Get it? And I mean, I don't give a fuck if the real or fake. I don't give a fuck about that dude or any of them anyways, you know? What do you think, OG Smalls? I'll put a poll up.
I've never been a hater.
If anybody even knows about that shit. Let me see. David Janet uses the soft spot of
So he's not even
the child she's babysitting as a
he's
nap.
just doing his own live. All right, cool. Let him do his thing over there. Not let him, but he's doing his thing over there. And I bet let's go to who else, bro? I think that's like let's tell a story or some shit like that. I don't know. Doing your thing over there. Chucky, hope you're having a good one now. Appreciate you, bro. I sent mines. Yeah, man. Appreciate it, Mac Millie. I sent mines. Everybody, man. You guys already know. For real, I'm gonna start being more consistent. I know I said it for a long time, but I'm definitely gonna have to start doing it. Especially, it's gonna be later. Look up Bubba. I did. I tried to, bro. I asked earlier if anybody could drop that channel, bro. I can't find it. And I texted the homie. I texted the homie, but I haven't talked to him in a long time. And he wasn't trying to fuck with me on that shit. I don't think this is one. I don't think this is the dude. Is that him? Right here? That's the only bubble I could find. I feel like I feel like, you know what? I'm gonna stop showing love based on the lack of love right back. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a motherfucker can only take so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Type in Bubba. I just did. Right there. Bubba. Hold on. Bubba, and look it up. Oh, there you go, fucker. I took the first suggestion. Thank you, bro. What do you do? Okay, boom. Let me subscribe to it. Bam, right there. Appreciate you. Right there. Oh, fuck.
Can I take a picture, please? Sure.
Did he take it down? That's hilarious. Let me go all the way back. Hold on. Let me go all the way back. There you go. There you go. Right
Yeah, that's weird, man. And I think you've crossed the
down. No, my bad. That's the one that I seen. Which one? Saying your memory has probably been damaged by all that drinking. Read more. It seems like you got yourself a DUI and that's why you always have to DoorDash your drinks. Anyway, I'm sure people would be curious and it would help immensely for those who are going to ask questions now. Signed, a law-abiding citizen. Here we go. That's the link. That's the link that I was looking for. Oh, it's a Discord. I'll send the invite. But I don't have Discord. Open app. I don't have Discord. Yeah, my bad, guys. I don't have Discord. I don't have Discord. SVST. What's up, my boy? Where you been at, bro? Been a long ass time. So I definitely gotta get Discord and all that bullshit. For sure. Like I told you, I tried to tell you guys, man. Gonna try to call me out on Discord. I was like, bro, call me on Discord, bro. Like I don't even got Discord, but hey, give me the Discord, and I would have definitely went on there. Let me see. Benny, what's up with it, bro? Sam Mines. Let me see. A ver, ¿qué más? All right, guys. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. You got Homeboys live right now. Go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure it's gonna be other dudes. I've been on here for almost 2.5 hours. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Appreciate you guys tapping in. But I'm gonna be more consistent. You guys already know. Dropping links and all that bullshit. Not links, videos and all that shit. And links too, if it's necessary. You guys be good. Love you guys, every single one of you guys. Please, on your way out, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, obviously I think all of you guys subscribe. But the hype, anything, whatever's available, please help me out. I'm gonna start being more consistent. Love you guys. Be good. I'm out.